Welcome back, my beauties and my beast. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Man, I need to be on the other side. We're going to be watching one of my favorite YouTubers and his ghostliness. Can't even see me. You know what? Y'all supposed to be watching this anyway. I'll be my business.
We're at a state park that was once a town, a gold mining town. Okay, this looks like a really old... Whoa!
And yes, I'm still eating these spicy noodles.
This kid over there is like really scared. He went out running. Said he saw something. I heard the door like...
It slammed.
Yeah.
Dude, he ran out screaming.
So we're at a state park that was once a town, a gold mining town. The name of the town, or the state park, is called Bannack. Bannack? I don't know if I'm saying that correctly. But here is the town, right here. People were living here until the 1970s. You might hear some people in the background, might see some people in the background. They're not ghosts, they're people visiting the state park. There's a whole field trip here too. There's like 200 kids here, but they're way back over there. We're gonna try to start all the way at the end where it's a little bit quieter. Now the park ranger told us, which I had no idea, but Ghost Adventures did an investigation here. The park ranger told me that there was 5 hangings in one day. Huh? Oh, 5 hangings in 2 days.
But the town is known for hanging their sheriff.
They hung their sheriff?
Yep.
Wow. This is really cool. This house kind of caught me by surprise. It looked really small from the
Everybody's
front.
okay. I hear sirens.
It's actually a pretty good size.
So this is the Turner House. Cat Contway. He purchased the building in the 1900s, and it served as his personal residence, a post office, and a barbershop.
Post office and barbershop. It's a good size.
This is the assay office. This is where they analyzed minerals that the miners and stuff brought in, like gold and stuff like that. And then this was the drugstore.
Cool. It has that storefront look to it.
Next to it is the courthouse.
Whoa.
It was built in 1874 for $14,000.
So this is what, $14,000 will build you?
Why does it say hotel?
Oh, because maybe it was a hotel later on. Oh, this is probably...
Oh yeah, it's a hotel.
This is what's haunted. I have read about this place before. I didn't know that it was here. Hotel Mead is haunted. This is more than likely where Ghost Adventures did their investigation. Wanna go in there? Dude, this place is so cool. It's a legit little town. Wow.
Yeah, it is.
Almost fell. I think it's pretty fancy now. Oh, snap.
Cash App's debit card is customizable and there's a glow-in-the-dark version so you can always find it. Just open the app, choose...
Sorry, y'all.
So those kids that were on the field trip I told you about, they took off. They're done. It explains why they were at the front. Now they're just kind of double checking each place to make sure that there's no kids left behind. Actually, there's a couple of them right there. Because I heard them come in one of the houses.
Oh,
They were like,
I
"Are
know
there
that
any
now."
YMCA kids here?" So yeah, they're just trying to make sure no kids left behind. But really, once they completely leave, it'll just be us here at this ghost town. I don't see anybody else here. So where we're at, there is no cell phone signal, so we couldn't look up any information on Hotel Meade. I have read up on this place when I looked up haunted locations near Montana. I think, don't quote me on that, we're either in Montana or Wyoming. I feel like we're in Wyoming.
I don't know, because this is what it says in here.
Might even be in Idaho. I mean, we kind of found this place by accident.
It says that it became the temporary home to many Montana travelers. So I don't know if it was between like the travelers going from Wyoming to Montana, like because it's right in the middle, maybe.
If we didn't have this informational booklet that the park ranger gave us, we would know nothing. So bear with us. We're going to be reading as we go. And we're going to be kind of seeing things as they are. It is haunted, the park ranger told us.
We thought it was just a cool little ghost town to go explore.
Yeah.
And then he was like, yeah, ghost town's been here.
What if we could come at nighttime? It's really quiet.
Oh yeah, come on, man, definitely.
Yeah. What's the story of Hotel Meade, aka the courthouse? I see ghosts.
Oh.
Okay. Whiskey?
Sound said hanging.
Why did you hang your sheriff here? I keep hearing hang. Shot.
Why does it keep sounding like a kid's
I said shot again. It's so quiet in here. You can hear everything. The way this is looking like, maybe this was open at one point. I have been in some old historic courthouses, and they're usually open up top. Sometimes they turn them into classrooms or schools. This looks like 100% they took this big open space. It was probably used for court at one point and turned it into little rooms. They didn't have air conditioning back in the day, so what they would do, they would have these vents up here, which would provide some privacy and a little bit of air, and they would have usually a couple windows open. So this window would be open to provide a draft, and probably some windows open downstairs, and you get a nice breeze through here. What the heck was that? It was like a pss, 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 pss. Hello? Maybe it was an animal. Are you calling me if you were a ghost?
Yeah, they calling you.
Oh look, there goes all the kids from the field trip. Yeah, they're all getting ready to leave. They caught me by surprise because on the way here, there's nothing. I mean, there's just really nothing. You could park your car in the middle of the road. It's on the way here, and you can even lay on the street if you want, and you won't see any traffic. So right when I pull up, I found it quite surprising that there was a whole field trip. I thought we were gonna get to this ghost town, and there's gonna be like nobody here. But yeah, they are on their way out right now.
Open it. There's no lock on it.
No. Why is it closed? It has to be closed for a reason.
This spicy noodles though make you drink some water.
Oh, it's nailed shut.
I'm a water drinker.
There's something about this place. I don't know what it is, but there's a lot of history. Maybe this is where the hangings took place. Oh wow, look at this. You know what that reminded me
That's
of?
big.
That quilt in Tennessee.
Tennessee. Look at that doll.
What if that's actually the quilt?
No, it was a different color. That door is just like halfway upstairs.
Crazy.
Oh, that's weird.
So this room was added. It was a large dining hall that said that they added to the end. Wow, is that a kitchen?
Yeah. It is. Those are ovens.
Watch
Right there.
all this.
Oh, over here too. You can actually peek in there.
So if you guys don't want to see the end of it, you know,
Those refrigerators are running.
you'll see who it is in the
It
video.
says hotel on that one.
You
It's
can
like
go
a
look them
cake.
up.
No, it's an upside down garbage can. Yeah, I don't see anybody in the ghost town anymore. Oh, there's a cellar too.
No.
That's locked.
No, it's
This
not.
place is 100% free, by the way. If you're in the area, if you're driving through, like, I think it's Interstate 15 down through Montana and Idaho. I don't know exactly. We were just driving and we found it. Definitely a neat experience. If you like ghost stories, or even if you just like history, you want to take a step back in time into what it was like back in the day. They used to mine for gold here, right?
Yeah.
It's another. Notice a lot of old towns that are abandoned like this. It was mainly because of that's a safe. That looks like an old safe. But yeah, a lot of these old mining towns are abandoned today because they got their gold and they're out. So these are almost like temporary towns. Pretty sure it wasn't meant to be that way. So chances are there was gold in this safe at one point. Look at that.
Heavy too.
Or maybe this was a bank at one time too. No? Look, there's an outhouse out there.
Wow, still standing. Nobody is still.
So if you did some naughty stuff back in these days, this is the jail that you would be spending time in right here.
Oh, that's a
There's
jail.
still some kids here. Those aren't ghosts, okay? But I wanted to show you, okay, that's the jail.
Excuse me.
This is solitary confinement right here. This is the only bit of daylight other than the little cracks in the walls you'll get. Let's go in here. Now for all you people that think prison is bad today, which it is, but this was way worse. It probably gets a million degrees in here. Sometimes it gets really cold too, like -0, and I mean I don't see no heat sources in here. I'm sure there's just like, here's a blanket. The fact that it's still standing after hundreds of years is pretty amazing. Are you in jail, babe? Oh, wow. I feel super dizzy in here. It's completely unlevel, but it's like a fun house. Man, look at all the people that have been in here. This doesn't mess with your equilibrium.
Nope, these mosquitoes trying to get it though. I'll tell you what, the air is definitely different here.
Yeah, than the other place. It's definitely more of a breeze in here. Feels nicer. I'm thinking this probably shrunk at one point because of moisture levels in the ground. Because it snows out here. So that's where you went. If you, like, you know, maybe stole some hay or something. And that's where you went if you were fighting. Oh, look at the old mining train cars. Or like the mining carts. That means that there's got to be a mine here somewhere.
These jails. When the gold rush was at its peak, jails were seldom used. Offenders were warned, banished, or hung. No one wanted the job of guarding the prisoners when they could be working their claim. After Plummer was elected sheriff, so Plummer was the sheriff, and May 24th, 1863, he had led the jail on the right built. It is uncertain when the one on the left was built.
So that's the original jail on the right.
This was the first jail built to become Montana territory. Inside the original or smaller jail.
So we're in Montana.
Yeah. The prisoners were chained to the metal rings attached to the floors as a reminder to those who were locked up. If you were to look at the barred window of the gallows, it's plainly visible. So yeah, that one was the original.
Okay, that's that
Which
one
is
right
that
there.
one, yeah. But because the mining was like at its peak, nobody wanted the job to guard the prisoners. So if you got in trouble, you were either banished from the town,
Or hung.
you were warned, or you were hung. So you didn't even, those are your three options.
You know, fast forward now to 2021. I mean, there's still nothing out here, so
You get 3 hots and a cot now.
yeah. I mean, they just hang you. Yo, what's up with this sign right here? The Vigilante. Look, that's a noose right there. I feel like there was more hangings than what they're saying. I wonder why they hung the sheriff, though.
John commercial. Okay, boo.
So it's 10:30 on a Wednesday, and apparently have sold close to $3,000 in sales on Amazon already.
Maybe because he was hanging a lot of people for no reason. Like, there's a sign back there that said no smoking. So if you were smoking anywhere near there, They probably hang you too. Dude, check this out. This is so cool. Now, I was in a mine shaft recently, and, you know, these mines would go down for several hundreds of feet, and it makes you wonder, like, where did they use the bathroom when they had to go? Well, they would have some mining carts with toilets on them. They were like portable porta potties for the mines. Oh, look, right here. This looks like an old mine shaft. They covered it up. This had to be, especially, you know, that being so close. This wall has a beer belly.
That's when they started getting fancy with the floors.
Oh, yeah. Look at that. This looks like,
Carpet.
I thought it was maybe carpet. Well, look, this says get out. So the house we're in right now is also known as the mining house. Why was this called the mining house? So remember that mine that I told you that, I mean, it's possible that there's a mine there? It's right next to the mining house. So maybe that's why. One thing I learned after being in another mine shaft, one that is monitored by professionals, never go into an abandoned mine shaft. There are horror stories about people going into these mine shafts, and I wish I would have known that because I've been into some abandoned mine shafts. They say that you can die down there. Lack of oxygen, carbon monoxide poisoning, radon gas. I mean, there's so many things that exist in these abandoned mines. So, yeah, don't go. This is probably why you'll see them covered up, or sometimes there's doors on the front of them with warning signs. Don't go in abandoned mine shafts. There's plenty of mine shafts you could go in that are ventilated, and of course, you know, you might have to pay a small fee. Stick to those.
Is that not like your intentions eye? Like when it's manifesting your location?
Actually, yeah. What is this? It's like, it's like plaster. It's like paper.
Boom.
So this is the local church, also known as a Methodist church.
All right, Charles,
You know
I'm
how
gonna cut
Charles
it short.
Wesley is the one that started the Methodist church? Well, those two brothers, Charles
Hope you guys
and
enjoyed.
I forgot the other guy's name. Oh wow! But the reason it was called the Methodist church is because they had a certain method of teaching. These guys love the Lord.
What's his name?
More like reserved.
My gosh. Omar Gosh TV. Yeah. So go look him up and just finish the rest of the video whenever you feel like it. Alright?
All churches are creepy too. There goes the park ranger right there. Really nice guy, by the way.